At 2:13 a.m., a nursing student knocked twice on the door of a total stranger and disappeared. The only trace of her, a shattered iPhone buried in snow, playing a chilling audio recording that still haunts every listener. Nestled in deep northeast Pennsylvania, Crescent Hill is the kind of quaint community where front porches glow with porch lights, neighbors wave from their lawn mowers, and most folks leave their doors unlocked. Population, just under 1,500. Crimes here were as rare as hurricanes. That changed forever on January 9th, 2022, when Sarah Milton, a dedicated nursing student, vanished without a trace. 8:30 p.m. Sarah texts roommate Jenna, "Long shift tonight. Be home by 9:30. 9:30 p.m. No answer. Jenna calls her phone twice. 10 p.m. Alarm systems at Sarah's apartment remain unused. The front door is unlocked. 2:13 a.m. A call dispatches Crescent Hill PD. A stranger knocked twice on a neighbor's door. Within 4 hours, every investigation path led straight to one disturbing clue. Something had gone very, very wrong. Tom and Linda Garrett lived nearly 3 miles from Sarah's apartment, isolated on a winding, snow-covered lane. The phone rang off the hook the morning after New Year's Day. Something deeply unsettling had happened. At 2:13 a.m., they heard 2 soft knocks, subtle, hesitant, with an almost apologetic rhythm, as Tom later described. He opened the door. Nothing. No voice. No footprints. Just silent, as if someone had evaporated into the cold. Inside, panic set in. No tracks in the snow. No sign of someone fleeing. But a deep instinct told them something was wrong. At dawn, Tom shoveled his way to the porch edge and spotted something half buried in the fresh snow. He thought it was a rose petal. It was Sarah's iPhone, rose gold, screen smashed, battery at 2%. He rushed it inside, plugged it in, and it immediately played an audio file. An automatic playback from a still-charged The audio file, transcript, heavy breathing, strained, rapid, rustling wind, a faint female whisper, almost a sob. "If anyone finds this, I think he's pretending to be a cop." A loud thump, dragging sound, gravel crunching under something heavy. A male voice, cold and measured. She knocked twice. That means she still thinks someone's coming. The screen went black. The phone locked itself, and the Garretts realized they had to call 911. That single audio file exploded on viral true crime channels online, where amateur sleuths dissected the pause between knocks, the crack of the phone's internal mic, the unmistakable words, and worried. Who was the menacing man on the recording? Authorities traced the phone's GPS to a bleak stretch of forest, Dead Crow Pass, known for sounding picturesque, but notorious for local ghost stories. Arriving there, search teams followed frozen phone pings to a mossy clearing. Standing there, out of place, a single wooden doorframe. No walls, no building, just a door in the middle of the forest. Ranger Colin Hines approached, flashlight in hand. He braced himself, stepped through. His equipment died, GPS, radio, even light, leaving him in pitch black. When they pulled him back, he was pale, shaking hysteria, clutched in his hands. A Polaroid of Sarah, unharmed, bound with tape, but behind her, someone had scratched into concrete. Knock 3 times. The scene was baffling. How did a door move locations in the forest? How did Sarah's phone wind up miles away from home? With audio evidence of menace, Crescent Hill PD worked around the clock, scouring regional police files. What they uncovered shocked them. 7 young women, ages 24 to 27, missing between 2004 to 2019, all gone after midnight, all rural areas, and all phones pinging near or inside Dead Crow Pass. When this was leaked online, amateur investigators dubbed it a viral cold case with a twist. lines converged on a single chilling hypothesis. Sarah wasn't an isolated case. She might be the latest victim in a decades-long serial predator pattern. With media frenzy peaked, the FBI Behavioral Analysis Unit joined the case. They combed crime scene logs, forensics, audio files, cell ping timelines, and the Polaroid. Their emerging profile. The predator used disguise or impersonation. Reference in Sarah's voice, pretending to be a cop. The door in the woods wasn't random. It symbolized control, a gateway, perhaps a psychological theater. He seemed to stalk victims, abduct them ritualistically, record them, then leave clues, audio, photos, almost like a taunt to law enforcement. But the biggest puzzle, the door frame itself. Wood, not anchored to any structure, moved, reappeared, and left behind a consistent echo in every missing woman's final moments. A week after Dead Crow Pass, Tom and Linda slept fitfully. At exactly 2:13 a.m., the knocking began again. Two soft, hesitant taps. As before, knock, pause, knock. This time, Linda opened the door, but there was no figure outside. Instead, a faint voice drifted through the threshold. She's knocking again. No footprints, no figure, just the echo of words that were never hers. They called 911 again, eyes red, hearts pounding. Within hours, Sarah's case exploded across Reddit's r/unresolved mysteries, dedicated YouTube series, and Twitter threads. Top theories included a tunnel network under Dead Crow Pass, a hidden underground lair with a concrete room where the Polaroid could have been staged, the door being a psychological trigger, signaling a woman's compliance. Knock twice, he tells Sarah. An esoteric knock thrice rite of passage. Complete the knock pattern, and you're in the predator's control. A featured Reddit post analyzed the original audio frame by frame. Pause is 0.9s, meaning she stops mid-knock, like she knows it's him. He's done this before. Fan theories stuffed with timestamps and forensic lingo spread like wildfire, serving SEO value while riveting readers. Jenna Marsh, a true crime YouTube creator with 1.2 subscribers, posted a first-person breakdown. She replayed the audio, showed satellite images of Dead Crow Pass, interviewed Crescent Hill investigators. Her tagline: what happens when a killer installs a door in the woods and plays a deadly game of knock-knock? Within 24 hours, 1.5 M views. Comments flooded in. It's ritualistic. He said, she knocked twice. That's a trigger word. The door is a portal. More fans referencing horror tropes and crime scene symbolism. This rapid virality shows how keywords like viral cold case, true crime reaction, door in woods, and mysterious knocking boost reach and engagement. Critical for SEO-driven content like YouTube videos or blog posts. At 11:02 p.m. on February 7th, 2022, a new crawled banner appeared on live regional news. Breaking: Crescent Hill PD confirms unknown surveillance footage retrieved from Garrett residence. Door captured moving itself. Do well to like, share, and subscribe to my channel to get more thrilling true crime contents. No more details. No frames. Just that banner. To fans, this hint is all it needs. A door literally moving on its own. A surveillance camera caught it. Something inside Crescent Hill PD is about to go public. Within minutes of the Crescent Hill PD leak, Reddit threads exploded. A local news station had slipped up during a broadcast, and now the world knew. Police had retrieved surveillance footage from the Garrett's home. Footage that allegedly showed a door frame in the woods moving. Comment sections lit up. Is it a ghost? The killer's taunting them. Ritual site confirmed. Local residents, once skeptical, began locking their doors. Sarah Milton's face was now plastered across national headlines. She had become the symbol of something bigger, something unknown. The footage was never officially released. but a whistleblower from inside the department uploaded a 13-second clip to a dark web mirror. Visual description: used in YouTube reenactments. Time stamp: 2:12 and 56 seconds a.m. Static porch cam, showing the driveway and woods beyond. A faint rustle at 2 hours and 13 minutes. A fog-like shimmer in the trees. Then a wooden doorframe slowly slides into view, inching across the snowy clearing. No visible strings, no humans. The doorframe stops. A single knock echoes, followed by another. Then it tips and vanishes. The grainy video ends. Experts couldn't explain it. There were no signs of edits or CGI. The lighting matched lunar patterns. Forensics dated the footage to the night of Sarah's disappearance. With pressure mounting, the FBI sent in Special Agent Lynn Rourke, a psychological operations expert known for solving ritual-based abductions. Her first public statement: "I believe this predator doesn't just stalk victims. He designs a psychological game. The door is not a symbol. It's a tool." Locals gave her a nickname: the Door Hunter. She wasn't amused. Back at Sarah's apartment, Agent Rourke discovered something the initial forensics team missed. A notebook under her mattress, filled with strange sketches. Drawings of a door in the forest, a faceless man with a badge, a sequence: knock, pause, knock, bleed. On the final page, asterisk: "If I vanish, the door has a keeper. He wears a face that isn't his." This changed everything. Was Sarah researching the door before she went missing? Rourke dug into the 1997 disappearance of Dana Coleridge, a waitress from a diner 30 miles from Crescent Hill. Dana had also vanished after a late-night shift. Her final phone call to a friend included a disturbing line: "There's a man following me. He just knocked on the side of my car. Twice." The pattern repeated. Midnight shifts. Lone women. 2 knocks. Vanishing. But Dana's case included something new. A VHS left on her doorstep 3 days later. On it, static. Then a door frame. Then a whisper. It opens on knock 3. Online investigators connected dots the authorities wouldn't. An anonymous 4chan user posted under the handle Knockherback, claiming knowledge of a group called the Hollow Men, a secretive society that tests the willing through doors in isolated areas. Some users dismissed it, others dug deeper. Local missing persons reports skyrocketed every time the knock pattern was mentioned in forums. Coincidence? After the second knocking incident, Linda Garrett began deteriorating. She was admitted to Crest Hill Behavioral Clinic after telling nurses. She came back. Sarah. But she doesn't have eyes anymore. She's waiting behind the door. She's not alone. Staff wrote it off as trauma. Agent Rourke didn't. She requested a second psych eval. Results came back flagged. Patient EG indicates she enters altered theta states between 2:10 and 2:20 a.m. nightly, as if triggered by environmental audio patterns, possibly trauma-imprinted timeline behavior. A sound engineer named Mason Del Rey, a former NSA consultant, took the original iPhone audio and ran spectral analysis. Hidden under the static, Del Rey found a third knock that had been digitally masked. Slower, deeper, almost like a response. He overlaid the file with known frequency patterns. The knock matched old emergency broadcast tones, suggesting deliberate frequency manipulation. The predator wasn't just recording the knocks, he was broadcasting them. On March 3rd, Agent Rourke assembled a team of 3 and ventured into Dead Crow Pass. They located the doorframe again, this time bolted to the ground with new symbols etched into its wood. A series of slashes in repeating intervals. Rourke ordered the others to stay back. She stepped through. Nothing happened until her body cam feed scrambled. Then it went black. For 11 minutes, her signal vanished. When it returned, she was standing alone in the clearing, holding something in her hand. Sarah's necklace. She whispered, "I saw her. She's alive, but not free." Rourke returned to D.C., but sent back a document marked classified. Inside it, a map of the eastern U.S. with 47 red dots, each marking a location where someone reported a door in the woods. Each dot correlated with a missing woman whose phone or car was recovered, but not their body. Sarah's was just the most recent. On April 1st, 2022, true crime podcast Echoline released an unplanned episode. No intro, just static, then a voice. She knocked twice. The door opened. "Now it's your turn." Then a knock, a pause, a second knock, then nothing. Echoline never aired again. Their studio was found empty the next day. Equipment running. A doorframe propped inside the sound booth. When Special Agent Lynn Rourke stepped back through the forest door, her GPS showed she had never left. Yet her watch had advanced by exactly 11 minutes and 19 seconds. Her speech was disjointed. She clutched Sarah Milton's necklace and repeated only 3 words. "She's still knocking." The necklace had dried blood traces, tested and confirmed to match Sarah's DNA. Do well to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more thrilling true crime contents as we continue with the story. Rourke was placed under mandatory observation, but 3 nights later at 2:13 a.m., hospital cameras captured her sitting upright in bed, eyes fully dilated, whispering the knock pattern twice and drawing an unfamiliar symbol over and over again. The symbol Agent Rourke drew resembled an ancient Norse rune fused with modern sigil geometry, an open path, icon framed by what appeared to be sound waves. Researchers at MIT's Language of Symbols Lab suggested it was not ancient, but engineered, created recently, as a synthetic sigil to trigger subconscious reactions. Experts called it a neurosymbolic brand. The door wasn't just physical, it was psychological architecture, something designed to create obedient behavior through exposure, like a virus made of meaning. An encrypted PDF file was anonymously sent to multiple journalists and uploaded to dark web forums. Its title, Third Passage Doctrine. Inside, a manifesto attributed to the Hollow Man, rituals surrounding trial knockings, a chilling quote, "To pass unshaped, she must knock. To answer unbroken, we must observe." A map nearly identical to the one found by Agent Rourke, with 5 new red marks since last week. All 5 corresponded with fresh disappearances, including a local high school teacher in Georgia who had gone missing after reporting a door appeared behind her car in her rearview mirror. A phone belonging to Sarah Milton pinged for the first time since her disappearance. It was picked up 30 miles from Dead Crow Pass, near a burned-out church ruin. The voicemail, 6 seconds long, static, then her voice. "I walked through it, and I split. I'm here, and I'm not." Analysis confirmed it was Sarah, but audio experts noted a second voice layered beneath hers, whispering the same words, milliseconds apart, in reverse. Mason Del Rey returned with a terrifying discovery. The third knock, when isolated, produced minor neural misfires when played on loop. He tested it on lab mice. After 17 minutes, the mice began pacing in synchronized patterns. After 23 minutes, they stared at the wall, waiting. He emailed the results to Agent Rourke. She never opened the message, because she had disappeared from her locked hospital room. At 2:13 a.m., security footage showed her sitting up, smiling softly, then turning to face a blank wall. She knocked, once, paused, knocked again. The wall shimmered, and she vanished. Remember Echoline Studios, the podcast crew that vanished? Police finally entered the abandoned studio, finding a third door, not part of the building plans, not anchored, no hinges, but it was warm to the touch, as if alive. They opened it. Inside, Agent Rourke's badge, and a video recorder. On the tape, Sarah, tied to a chair, whispering. It opens wider when they listen, when they believe. Don't air this. Don't knock back. Behind her, something moved. The screen cut to black. Then 3 knocks. Slower, heavier. On April 16th, a TikTok creator named Real Mystery Chick went live, streaming the 3rd knock frequency to her 120K followers. Within 10 minutes, the stream had 1.6 million views. Comments began repeating the same word. Open, open, open. 17 viewers suffered sudden neurological collapse, confirmed by hospitals in Ohio, Texas, and Florida. TikTok removed the stream, but not before it was downloaded and spread. A leaked FBI document confirms the existence of a classified sound containment task force now deployed to locate and eliminate recordings of the 3rd knock. But someone is preserving them. A YouTube channel called Knock Frame Archive began uploading recreations, coded signals, even GPS locations for alleged doors around the US. Its final video ends with the line, "She's not alone in there. There are others, and one of them is wearing your face." 1 week after Rourke's disappearance, a child in rural Idaho wandered from her backyard and was found 5 hours later, standing in a nearby field, unharmed. She was asked where she'd been. She replied, "The lady behind the door told me to knock back, but I said no, so she gave me this." She handed her mother a torn strip of fabric. It belonged to Sarah Milton. Agent Morse receives a package. No return address. Inside, a Polaroid of Sarah Milton holding hands with a woman who looks exactly like Morse. An unlabeled cassette tape. A mirror shard with 2 fingerprints on it. One hers, one unknown. She plays the tape. It ends with Sarah's voice, calm, barely a whisper. The 2nd knock wasn't on a door. It was on you. Thank you for your time, and do well to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more intriguing true crime contents. The countdown on the Knock Point 2 channel reaches 0. 120,000 people watch live. The screen flashes once, then goes black. No sound, no message, until someone in the chat types, "I heard it." Within seconds, hundreds more repeat the phrase, "I heard it. She's here. Look behind you." Emergency dispatch logs across 5 states report a spike in silent 911 calls. Callers breathing heavily, then falling completely silent. In Boise, a woman named Carla Lennox is found staring into her bathroom mirror, whispering the same sentence. "She's not copying me. She's becoming me." The mirror is fogged, but a message is scrawled across it in what appears to be blood. "Thank you for knocking." Agent Helena Morse's residence is found abandoned. On her wall, investigators discover a map of all known knock events. Every location now connected by a single phrase written in red ink. "We opened the wrong side." On her laptop, the final document is a voice memo labeled "Final Broadcast." She sounds tired, afraid. "We thought the knock was coming from beyond, from another world. But we were wrong. It was always inside us. Waiting, listening, learning how to knock back." A silent video titled Knock 3 appears on dozens of unrelated YouTube channels at the same time. None of them posted it. Just one frame. A dim hallway, a black door, and a shadow standing behind. No movement. Then a slow, deliberate knock. Once, twice, and a 3rd time. At the end, this text appears. "She's through, and she's wearing someone you love." The screen goes black, but if you listen closely, if your room is quiet enough, you might hear it, too. Knock, knock.